think we're in now. Hooray. Turns out if I just switch my source, it freaks out and crashes XSplit over and over and over again. Hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, I saw the beginning of this. We haven't missed much. Mortal Kombat 1, going back to the beginning, going back to its roots. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, holy cow. Jesus Christ. Well, this will be fun getting ultra demonetized later. Jesus Christ. Good morning. Okie dokie. Mortal Kombat with the fatalities has made less and less sense from like a story standpoint as time has gone on. Like, it's one thing if it's like someone from the, what is it, the Nether Realm? I'm trying to remember what the actual name of that, like, of the other realm is in Mortal Kombat. Them versus the, like, folks from the,
good, right, guys?
there we go, from the Earth Realm or whatever, like just brutally destroying each other. But it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna play as Johnny Cage fighting I don't know, Sub-Zero, and just explode his entire brain just because.
The creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon.
Alrighty. Oh, they brought Ed Boon out. Nice. There we go. This way. That's fun. He's pretty active on Twitter talking up the series and all that.
They love you. All right, well, Ed,
turn the volume down a little bit again.
Thank you for that
incredible
world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen.
Well, it goes back, right?
Kombat 11.
I was gonna say 11. The whole thing is
graduated into, like, a fire god, right? And
he like resets the timeline, doesn't he?
And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story, and so. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game.
It's going to be real easy to tell where shit goes with all the sequel names from here.
On this, but the thing we got to talk about are these.
Hopefully, like
because we saw some
subtitles or something.
There. Now, so
but
tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Okay, so a little like Marvel vs. Capcom.
You'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight. But they
blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay. So you can basically combine.
But say, wow, Sonya looks tall and bald.
Can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team-ups.
And that's a fun way to do the little pre-match conversation. You got those in like the Injustice games and stuff, but also a good way to do the quick transition to the actual battle arena too. That's fun.
Summoning them, it's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety, so you can go, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo.
Okay.
Exactly. And you see there's like.
So again, very MVC.
That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want.
It's interesting. I wouldn't have expected Mortal Kombat to be borrowing something so so distinctly, such a distinct element from essentially, like, not Marvel versus Capcom specifically, but obviously Street Fighter.
Is it a different set of characters?
Like, they're the main rival, series. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter have been diametrically opposed for an extremely long time.
With Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
What's-
popped
what's
in
Oh,
there.
yeah, Goro's always fun.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, you know, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the Cameo characters to feel, you know, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of
Bogey?
Naughty Dog games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known, that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game.
Jean-Claude Van
Johnny
Damme.
Cage, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yo, Jean-Claude Van
Damme.
Damme.
Such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
Jean-Claude Van
It's a
Damme, to you
huge
too.
full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. You know, we were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's
I mean,
doing the
popularly,
voices
his name
too.
is always,
So
his
you're gonna
name
hear
is,
Jean-Claude.
like, I've always heard it
He's
as
doing
Jean-Claude
Johnny Cage's
Van
line.
Damme.
We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team is.
And, like, granted, maybe that's not how it's actually pronounced. I know
September, so we don't have to wait long.
Lindsay Lohan
This has been a very difficult.
has been a little more particular about the pronunciation of her name lately because everyone knew her as Lindsay Lohan, and apparently that's not how it's pronounced.
We could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, you know, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo
And pretty soon
characters,
you'll
you know,
all
so
be
there's a lot of
saying
reveals.
Jaclavada.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1.
Happy
So
Jaclavadam
people will be
to
playing
everyone.
in press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome.
All right, okay.
Amazing. So excited about that one. All right.
Amazing.
Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly
Okay, I was like,
fantastic.
has it? Okay.
Another big and anticipated ARPG.
It's a
is
sweet
Path of
jacket.
Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We
Okay.
haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of
Raw,
Exile 2,
unfiltered.
a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
All right.
Where are the gods? Hey you! What's going on?
Have you seen the gods? Quick, find him. He might know about the gods. So, like, I'm not super familiar with Path of Exile, but if someone just showed me this footage, my brain would go, "Oh, is this the new Diablo?" Like something about this specific type of overhead, almost isometric, 3/4 action RPG. Just my brain just fills in the blanks as Diablo immediately. Hey, don't yell at me. You're the logo. Stop it. Stop it. Stop yelling at me. You're a logo. Path of Exile with big nails. Find out. Okay. Interesting.
Looks amazing, and there's more.
Gotta love a trailer for a trailer.
Last week marked the release of Street Fighter VI, a game we featured last year
Oh,
at
yeah.
Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right
We're doing another Mega Man, finally. That's a fist. It's Shredder. Looks like an Iron Man Ryu.
Artificial intelligence, Leviathan.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
What? So is this looks like Street Fighter doing like Subspace Emissary. Oh, okay. All right. Ballsy move, but okay.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show.
Not
That
especially.
Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th.
Okay.
Guess what, guys? That may
What?
actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check
Coming
this out.
today, Microsoft and Haagen-Dazs. Okay.
Shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
Oh. Yeah. Extremely weird looking Nicolas Cage. I saw the image of him before and it's like he looks something about him looks very off and I cannot
Nicolas
place
Cage
it.
is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
So they bring out Nick Cage.
This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes.
Oh
on
boy,
the
this will be
internet across
interesting.
more than 4 decades of incredible films.
Also, is he wearing
Please
Nicolas
join
Cage's
me in
coat?
welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage.
Oh boy. They are definitely trying to replicate the Keanu Reeves situation.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Oh, he's dyeing that hair big
Nick, I
time.
gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say,
Oh, boy.
this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how
I don't think
how-
anyone was trying to figure out where
It's a
Nicolas Cage would
museum
appear
of
as
horror,
himself in a
right?
video
And
game.
When I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in
Yeah,
that
you got
genre,
Mandy, you
there's a
got Wicker
character,
Man.
a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing, and she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself?
Is he
or
wearing
who
a
do you play?
controller
So
necklace?
I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage.
Uh-huh.
He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers. And
At least
it's
he seems to be
rather
having fun with
amusing.
this.
And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience.
There's
It's
a lot
bit
of times
like
they bring
how
out
you
actors
see
as
you
celebrities
have
and they're
your
just
three
kind of
other
like,
teammates
all right,
who
time to read off the
survived with you, and
teleprompter.
it's teamwork.
I
You're
cannot
working
wait to
together
be
pull
in
through,
Dead
and I
by
love that. And
Daylight.
so that was a lot
But
of
he seems to
drinking
be, you
going
know,
into it as well, that
getting into
feeling
it.
of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully
So,
impressive.
all right.
We heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
Ah, yes,
See,
yep.
I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was
Oh, boy.
important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right.
Okay.
Holy method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, you know, collaboration with
Oh,
so
that's a
many
belt
characters.
that's
For
behind
you,
that's
I mean, how
behind him.
did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family
Yeah.
is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the
Sophia?
pun intended.
Francis?
See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited
Jason?
into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead
Freudian
by
slip
Daylight
on,
adventure.
make versus
I didn't
meat.
say it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space. because
Okay.
Every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So
Yep.
that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Okay.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much. Hopefully the first Benny. Nicolas Cage, great to see
Like
you,
to
man. Awesome.
to a certain degree, I feel like this isn't like voice acting for a video game is only a little bit different from doing like ADR for like an action movie or something. But
the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas
boy,
Cage,
here we go.
Dead by Daylight.
who doggy? Ooh, that looks rough. Okay. It's really important that those grunts and those sighs fuse down to the second with the player. That is one with him.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series.
There's some odd underbaked stuff feeling going on there.
Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here.
Well, this
today
is
to share something
extraordinarily awkward, given that he's not Geralt anymore.
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The
Holy
Witcher.
cow.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
They had 3 minutes to record that. I thought he got let go as Geralt, or like there were contract things going on.
It won't get you a statue.
Or they pull him back in after stuff ended with the Superman thing.
I won't abandon Ciri.
Neutrality has consequences too.
Oh, okay. He's leaving after season 3. It sounds like.
You're right.
Embrace. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Everything that's happening.
Everything,
It's all connected.
all at once. Oh, Liam Hemsworth is cool.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
I have never played or read The Witcher.
Are you?
So this is always kind of just like, all right. We need a spin dash sound effect right now. Pew.
History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
Some awkward-looking CG blood effects there.
Is that so?
Okay.
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
Okay. What we got here? You got teeths. What the fuck? Oh, they're doing that fisheye thing. Real rough on the corners. What if you could aim in Bloodborne? And it was also Bioshock. Which fire? Probably this fire, I would guess. Oh no, your wall!
01. Operation Control clears you for engagement.
Okay. Wasn't there a Daniel Kaluuya episode of Black Mirror that had like VR shooty game stuff as the focus? I think if it makes that big old click, you're in trouble. Is that Grand Central? Yeah, don't look at it. If you're gonna pick it up, you pick it up and huck it. Unspecified Slavic country. Crossfire Sierra Squad. I haven't watched most of Black Mirror. I just remember there being a shot of Daniel Kaluuya in like what is, I guess, either a game room or a bedroom that is like a cube of TV screens, and he's doing like hand movements for like gun stuff.
We have no choice.
I think there's like a talent show style thing in there too.
Everything. For all time.
If you told me this is the same game as the one we just saw, I would believe you.
No turning back after this. You sure?
So that is 3 dark, gritty, and glowy red games so far in this, if we include Path of Exile 2. Yeah, I never got into the shooting genre for the most part, unless they were like really stylized or something, just because they blur together so much. Oh no, it's the train from Sonic Heroes. With robots from Sonic 06. And Emmys from Metroid Dread. It's the inside of the space thing from Saints Row 4. And we're fighting a bunch of demons from Doom. A little hint of Mass Effect in there. But yeah, no, the realistic style shooters, just like they never appealed to me just because there's so fucking many of them. 2006 just generally turned me off from like gritty brown games. I have a hard time getting into Resident Evil 4. I know it's like one of the all-time classics, but it's tough to get into because it is so like that, you know? Alan woke up.
Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news.
Gaming on TikTok got it.
Live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms.
So you got to use hashtag gaming on TikTok on TikTok.
Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe.
Yeah, that's the thing. The realistic style just kind of dries up any uniqueness in so many of these games.
In a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime
realistic and gritty brown shooty.
Excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills,
Silk Song.
Classic feel.
Silk Song. Oh. Are we getting a Sonic Generations 2? What's happening here? Or are they just generationizing Sonic Origins? I'm very hesitant to get excited about this because this reminds me of Sonic 4. Granted, it looks nicer off the bat immediately. This feels like classic Sonic doing Sonic Frontiersy things, too. Okay. Get Knuckles, nice. Any others? Amy as well, hey. Okay. Okay, all right. I was going to say, are they going to call it Sonic 5? They're going to call it Sonic 4? So... What the fuck? Okay. I'm a little confused by this bit there. All right, we got the Sonic 1 special stages coming back. Sonic Regenerations. It's the old death... Whoa. Uh-oh, okay. Sonic Superstars. Okay. For an exclusive, you can skin Amy Rose exclusively. Hey, Knack! Please. Oh, thank fuck. That alone. That alone. All you need to show him is Knack. I'm in. I'm in. Fuck yeah. Okay, all right.
This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see,
Oh, we just moved entirely off of that. Okay. That was kind of a big thing to just kind of drop and walk away. All right, so I will say, just from a surface level, that instantly looks like a better game than Sonic 4. If anything, it's going to be... We're not going to have gotten to Sonic 4 by the time that comes out, which means we're going to play that, and then we're going to get to play Sonic 4 Episode 1 and compare just how fucking awful that one is. Sonic 4 Episode 1 is a miserable experience. I'm so bummed that we got that and we're moving on this quickly. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I hope that it is essentially like it felt like they were going for a Mania style vibe, but kind of the inverse, right? So Sonic Mania was an attempt to update the classic Genesis formula while keeping the Genesis feel in like the Genesis look. I feel like this is going to be the inverse from the Sonic Generations side, is they're going to try to replicate that old school feel with updated graphics and updated mechanics using some of the things they've learned from Sonic Generations and Sonic Forces, I suppose. I'm hoping that they left the bad parts of... So, like, the hardest thing about that is what makes Sonic 4 so bad... I mean, there's a lot of things. The music, for example, is fucking atrocious in Sonic 4. The sound font they used is just ugly as sin. But the real problem to me... I could deal with that. Bad music is not great, but I could live with that. The problem with Sonic 4 is the physics. The physics are so wrong. So completely incorrect. So honestly, with that little back and forth thing, I have to wonder if they have an option for playing with the classic graphics in there as well. You know, so we'll have to see where things are going. Sonic is kind of waking back up, it seems like, this year. They for like 7 years, they really kind of laid back and didn't do much, with the exception of they had the big Sonic Mania revival and Sonic Forces dulling that out. But now they're coming back with a bunch of these. Sonic Origins was fine. We're gonna get a DLC for Sonic Origins. We're gonna get our second wave of DLC for Frontiers, and now we're getting this. All right, so there's some good shit coming. We Happy Few 2. Oh no, Iron Giant, why? Sorry, Iron Bobby, why? Is this going to be a BioShock game? There's just enough BioShock vibe to this. But then you got these things, and that kind of throws me back off. Right, the old-timey vinyl style thing. It feels like somewhere between BioShock and Fallout. Welcome to Kratos? Krakatoa? Kraton? Like, especially with the old school Americana vibes that they had for a bunch of Infinite. So okay, no, not BioShock. Lies of P.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Okay. Oh, cool, I can play as Pinocchio. Play demo now, or the pretty boy gets it. P stands for pretty boy.
A demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now
I don't know.
The reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time.
So Dragon Ball
This
Z?
is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I
Oh,
think
they
it's
said it's
exciting.
based on Pinocchio.
This is the
Okay.
gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
New Dragon Ball game is the first thing that comes to mind, but just off of that description. It's going to be One Piece Odyssey 2. Oh, could it be... Okay, so it is Toriyama. That is unmistakably Toriyama. Yeah. Okay. The funniest thing about Toriyama as an artist for video games especially is you could literally convince someone who's never seen his work before that like Dragon Quest and like Dragon Ball Z Budokai and this are all one like series of games. You show them a couple monsters and they'll be like, oh yeah, totally. There we go, Sandland, yeah. Trying to remember, was Toriyama also Chrono Trigger? All right. Sandland really said Bandai Namco.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity.
Also Chrono Trigger, yeah.
That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited.
I mean, the description of like famous, you know, the manga artist. It's like, I mean, Toriyama is the most obvious fucking, you know, fucking choice there for that. Like you talk, you know, legendary manga artists. I feel like after Toriyama, there's definitely a few that I probably don't know. I think Junji Ito is the only other one I could actually name.
Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Oh, are we doing another? Oh, okay. I was like, what are we getting? Another whatever the hell, the Stray? Okay. Some names on these would be really nice. Oh. Fatal Frame 4. Oh.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games.
Oh, boy.
With an always changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at
Sorry,
Throne
my
and Liberty.
eyes just glazed over at that description.
Our guiding star has shattered. Shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Destroying anything in their path. You must find them.
Must I, though?
Harness their power.
Oh, no, it's a tree elk. It's a tree elk.
Once and for all.
Oof. Animorphs, the MMO. I feel bad. You know, classic fantasy stuff tends to just kind of roll off of me a little bit. If I didn't, like, honestly, if I didn't grow up with Zelda and Dragon Quest, I don't know how much those would land with me either. Like, I don't know why, to be fair, but... Yeah, okay, so everyone's on the same page then. Claim the throne. Now, for $90, you can get a throne outfit where you can sit on the throne and it moves around. Players wanted. Please play our game.
Looks great.
All right.
I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword-fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Which is nothing like the last game where you could transform into animals that were magical. Once again, if you put these two trailers back to back, I would have a hard time like understanding that they were separate games. You really need to like separate out the stuff that is very similar so that they stand out from one another better. Oh, you got a quick. Do a Shoryuken. Oh. Oh no. He's like Jesus with gel. The weird halo effects are like... Okay. The slow plodding chorus that just says, "We will keep fighting," is pretty accurate for putting a bunch of these gritty brown fantasy games back to back like this. There will be more of them. Oh, here's something different. Okay. So is Party Animals basically just, oh shit, what the hell was that other game? There was a game where you had 4 players that were multicolored and you kind of grab each other and grab stuff and do things. Oh, please tell me that's not a Walking Dead.
Coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour.
Oh, Gang Beast. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Then, right after
oh, it's literally Gang Beasts Party Animals. It's practice. Someone grabbed a thesaurus and was like, let's do this.
Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Okay, that was weird. Okay. Have you ever wanted to buy all your favorite games again? Well, look no further. Halo Infinite? More like buy Halo infinitely many times.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great, by the way? Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Wait a minute. Sam Lake, Alan Wake.
Good to see you. Looking dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so
Alan
excited
Wake
because when you announced Alan Wake at the Game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a
Alan and Wake.
50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them.
I remember this back when it was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character.
Somewhere out there, there's someone who legitimately has a gripe with the game over that specifically.
That Alan has written, is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place.
And then Wallen Fake.
Saga, our new hero, FBI.
I'm sorry, Saga?
Coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner.
Bright Falls. Nothing bad ever happens in Bright Falls.
So how, and they're somehow linked in some way, right?
They are coming to investigate a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story.
A nightmare in Wake?
Maybe
what?
Written by a certain missing writer.
By initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Dude's got to stop writing.
Obviously, it's, Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about, you said, split.
This is the beginning of a 14-game series referred to as the Saga Saga.
Different sequences or orders, if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural.
Probably,
in this world. She will be going in.
Also, yeah, I would hope you wouldn't have to reach back and play a 13-year-old game to understand this one.
Will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on.
Is there a Bigfoot? Is he writing about Bigfoot? Is there going to be a Bigfoot? I want there a big Bigfoot. Time for some Sasquatch Saga.
But there is no right way.
Yeah, they're like, the staging on this is terrible. They're like, let's look this way at each other.
Or a Saga, or you can keep hopping.
There's no audience. We're just gonna look like this. Could you imagine if I just streamed like this and I was just like, oh yeah, that's pretty great.
Can't wait to see how these stories intertwine. I'm sure throughout the experience.
That's hilarious.
I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just gonna see a raw segment of the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, what are you doing here? No, I'm talking to him.
First time ever.
Yeah.
This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see?
They're hyped for you to remember they're here in the room.
Darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. and Saga is outside Pride Falls.
Sorry for the director. At least like with the feet, there's some cheating to the audience, but like
at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
raw, unfiltered, freshly ground gameplay footage. Saga works for the Fibby. That's a weird motion on the tree. Raw rock footage.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Here in the forest. Might be a Sasquatch. That's fair. He may be a little bit anxious in front of big crowds. That's totally valid. Cool. Oh, fucking ice box. Don't open the ice box. There's gonna be weird old water inside. Time to go squatching. They're gonna tune up the acceleration on those deer for Deer Fest. Okay. Smoking kills, kids. Dude's got some fireworks in his belly. Stealing is hard. Okay. Half the water on the planet is older than the sun. Goddamn. If you get close, another dude's going to burst out of that wall. Here he comes. Had a sleeping bag for sleeping. Oh no, more smoke. What the fuck? Human heart. The wave. What?
I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Oh, it drives me nuts when characters talk to themselves like that.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson.
Like, you could just easily be like, oh, I knew it, just like the dream. And that would sound more natural than, I knew this would be here. It's just like that dream I had. It's like, I love how the trailer literally includes stuff that we just saw.
There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
Okay.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Oh no.
Facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations.
Should have poked Dave to see if he could react to some of this. I don't know the first thing about Warhammer. That planet's got clouds on it. That's the depth of my reaction here. It's so weird to me between this and like Gears of War, but definitely this, like the armor style here. It's like what if we gave everybody a linebacker-sized armor, but like something about it is so strange. Like everything is so chunky.
Open the gates. Care to see
I wonder if you can customize your pauldrons. Okay. Oh, I know that it's intentional. It's been that way for a long time, but I guess it is fairly iconic for it, too. Driving me slightly crazy that Sonic was in and out in like 1 minute, and then that was it. Oh no, the art style of gods will be watching. In a HD 2D format? Okay. What the fuck? What do those dots mean? My potatoes! What if you hug hands? Is that allowed? Okay. This is a specific pixel art. This is a specific pixel art style. Oh, thank you, Shepard. This is a specific pixel art style that looks so odd. Hey, wait a second. I think that's for Twitch subscriptions.
Now
Interesting.
it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes.
But yeah, that super pixelated art style is like so strange with like the hyper 3D-ified everything else.
Like a heck of a lot of fun.
Something, I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's like, it's very retro, but it's also very like, not deformed, I guess. I don't know how to describe it exactly. Resident Evil 4, but everything is slightly different.
We gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Whoa. There's nowhere to run.
Ruby.
Oh, whoops. It was a little early. There we go. There's no... That's a cover.
On my mark.
No one to save you. The damage is done.
4, 3.
Oh, there we go. Want to save me. The damage is done. Shot through the heart. Okay. There's these like brief flashes of color and my brain like lights up for a quick second, but everything else is gritty and brown, and it's zombies again. Not again, not like we've been seeing a lot of zombies in this, but like zombies like flared out for me like years ago. Right? Like it's John Carpenter working on it like is interesting in the sense that on the one hand, it's like, ooh, John Carpenter. On the other hand, John Carpenter will sign his name on anything for a check. Not as a slight on him. He's been very clear about his stance about licensing stuff for years now. He's like, yeah, I'll sign off on whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm doing my music career now. I'd say Left 4 Dead and the original Dead Rising, maybe even Dead Rising 2, are like were like the pinnacle of the zombie game genre time, and like everything since then has been trying to replicate those games and The Walking Dead.
Swearest thou by Baldur's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
More fantasy. Ooh, he looks shaky.
A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash on the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You
Are we doing a trailer showing off the voice acting?
I want to lead this city to glory.
Like, granted, the voice acting seems fine, but
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say?
is this just an entire trailer of Jason Isaac voice acting? Okay.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh no, it's a bearded man.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out.
Okay.
This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2
Hey.
to PlayStation 5.
Now here's something
Sounds like you
I'm
guys are a little hyped.
ready
Tell us
for.
more is Brian Intihar, game director.
Wow, he just came right out there. He's just like, I'm going to get out there before he says my name. Don't worry about it.
I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
Okay.
Is,
Nice.
This is it. Here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason, because this game features 2 Spider-Men, so we're really excited about it.
Absolutely. Peter and Miles.
I'm curious
we're
if
so
switching
excited about
between
this,
Peter and Miles is going to be
experience you
awkward
guys
at
are
all
doing
in
with
terms of their
these 2
different
characters.
play
We
styles.
saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the 2.
When it comes out, I'll definitely be streaming it.
There are more. There are more out
I'm
there.
actually considering doing the same for Pikmin 4, which should be dropping soon, too.
Craven, we got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he
So
factors in.
Craven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world.
Was
He's
anyone
coming to
powered by
New York
magic in the last
for
one?
his greatest
Or in either of the
hunt.
last ones?
And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others. He's on the hunt.
And others, ...
Yes. Yes.
But Venom also, obviously, symbiote.
I forget if did Gwen Stacy exist in the was she mentioned in the backpacks? I guess MJ is firmly in the canon on this
I'm
one.
glad
and-
you're happy. I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom.
Also,
because,
yeah, so we got Harry as Venom, I think, right?
What's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or
It is not Eddie Brock.
No, it's Harry.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our
Spoilers
goal
for the
was
first
to
game, I
tell
guess,
an
but
original story, something you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out.
they could Gwen for Miles. It's true.
Who is Venom? You have to play the game to see how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you played either of the 2 previous
Now,
Spider-Man
obviously the
Insomniac
symbiote
games,
is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think
you know
overall
exactly who
struck
Venom
me
is.
you showed at the PlayStation Showcase
They were not
was
subtle about it at
how
all.
that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how the gameplay is going to be dramatically
Like,
different.
Peter isn't
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
know
I
right
think you
away,
saw it
but
in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
He's we call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression.
yeah, I have to imagine that Venom is going to be a little bit less of an agile fighter, but more for like brutality and stuff.
Interesting. So how it affects him as well.
Yeah,
Good
I mean, you
story.
saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of city breaks.
Oh, okay.
Doubled in size, so it's
We're not using just the same map anymore. That's good.
Being able to use the web wings to traverse.
I was kind of worried it was just going to be the same map again.
Hugely ambitious.
So being able to
game
move
you guys have
outside
built
of
the past few years.
outside of
We saw
Manhattan
at
will
the,
be
PlayStation event. It said at the end, fall
Be good.
2023, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
take a look.
a lot of. No, I'm going to tell you a thing. We don't have a video. We don't have a video. Okay. Be greater to get her. 10/20. All right.
Nailing it. October 20th. Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much
All
for
right.
stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, and we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian.
Okie dokie.
We got our date. All right.
They got a date.
At Palworld, a
That's
multiplayer
adorable.
open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called POW, who can also fight. In other words,
Pokemon.
kind of like Pokemon with guns. And then we're going to look at
Oh, is this the one that
Morning Light, a new
I remembered
expansion to Black
seeing?
Desert Online, which recreates the
I remembered
mythical
seeing a
folktales
thing
of
before that
Korea's
that was
Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
basically Pokemon with guns. I recall when I saw the first trailer for this that I was like, that seems like it's going to be interesting pitch. Yeah, this has to be the strangest shit I've ever seen for a monster catching game. Here's all these cute animals with fucking machine guns. That's so weird. So fucking weird. It feels like merging Pokemon and like any MMO style like game that's got like, you know, boss like raid style encounters and things. Latias, no! I mean, that's Latius. Pearl Abyss, Diamond Skies. Oh, this is a different game. They just went from one to the other. Okay. Yeah, some of those are like real close to actual Pokemon. Getting a little bit dangerous there. Oh, hey, it's Akuma. And the hell's her name? I was gonna say Sarasa. The girl from The Ring. Actually looks a little like Demise, too. Oh, yeah, there were definitely some, like, visible, like, Wooloo style. Land of the Morning Light. Black Wait, which one is the actual name?
Our story is more than...
Oh, never mind. This is the... God, they really need to separate these a little better.
Told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we mine and scout.
It's not a bad John Rhys Davies impression.
Middle Earth, delving for riches. Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach.
Oh no! Is this a fucking base building Lord of the Rings game? Oh god. Shelob, no!
My fellow dwarves, rally together.
Oh boy.
We took back our home.
Okay. Is this... Wait, didn't they already do this ad? Am I crazy? Did they not already do this ad earlier here? Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Oh no. Legend of Legaia. Legend of Dragoon. Oh. Why not say fantastic franchise? Pretty sure we know Sephiroth. Also, Sephiroth with a cell phone is fucking weird. Also, we're back to... Oh, this is Reunion? What the fuck was the name of the mobile one that they... Sephiroth, yes. Midgar Falls, when? I just want them to finish the fucking remake trilogy already. From start to finish, in terms of production of the first game, development of the first game to completion of the third game, the 7 remake is going to be like 20 fucking years. Yeah, Midgar Falls. Well, part of Mid. Oh no, is it the whole thing, or is it just the Sector 5 plate? Ever Crisis. So is that a remake of Crisis Core, or a sequel, or a prequel?
Registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in upcoming closed beta.
Oh no, I dropped on my pizza.
Speaking of Final Fantasy,
Sector 7 Falls.
No. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito.
Dude, what are you doing?
Taco Bell using the code GameFest.
No.
Plus, get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at a game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, the story of 2 ghost hunters
That was
in the
words.
wilds of North America.
Oh. This one's gritty and blue. Don't nod. Got it.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live.
Okay. Creepy church.
Closure to those who don't.
I mean, you know what? Credit where credit's due. This is more interesting than any of the gritty brown things that we've seen in this entire showcase so far. You know what helps? Being able to actually see shit.
The man says we face a choice, simple and awful.
I banish you. Death to the dead.
Do we kill?
Alright, I mean,
To be together again.
this seems like something that might be more in like Dave or John's wheelhouse, but like this does like at least moderately interest me as just something different.
Whatever you are, come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Okay. All right. It's gonna be like a Dragon 8. 6'5". All right. I really got to play the Yakuza games. It's weird that they've like full bore just. I guess that they've fully transitioned the franchise to officially be just Like a Dragon now, as the name. Which is weird. It's not like it's a Harvest Moon Story of Seasons style thing where like the licensing changed. I have to imagine part of it was the actual Yakuza being like, "Hey, stop doing that," and they went, "Oh fuck, all right." Do Judgment and Lost Judgment have anything to do with the Yakuza games, or are they a totally separate thing? I guess that's fair, yeah, after a while. Also, Joryu, with Ryuming Dragon. Hey, you just got a name. Don't lie. They do take place in the same world. Okay. Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Okay. Oh, the one in the middle I actually recognized. All right. I really should get in on those.
Good morning.
If I ever get through my backlog of stuff I need to stream, maybe Yakuza would be a pretty good thing to get into.
Change username to just Stan.
The Life Aquatic.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a widow.
How long has it been now? 3 years.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be down for it. I own Yakuza Like a Dragon. And being a giant Dragon Quest nerd myself, I'm sure that one's going to appeal to me in a very specific way. But I'd be down for going back to the, was it Kiwami? Kiwami? Is that what it was? Because I think those are like the remakes of the first couple of them, right? And then playing forward.
Are you there?
I guess I maybe could start, well, I don't know. If there's stuff that like connects it with the rest of it that would make it important to. I was going to say I could start with Yakuza Like a Dragon and then back up, but yeah, I think 0, 1, and 2 were the Kiwami games.
Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty
all right, later, guys. I'm out.
With Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone launching
I hate SAS games so much. Sorry, gas games. Games as a service is like just fucking agonizing to me.
Yep, it's all happening. Check it out.
It's like, I get that when you buy a video game, especially if it's an online one, you're not just a consumer, you are a customer, right? You're making recurring payments, you're sticking with it for a long haul, you're expected to buy things over time or through word of mouth get more people playing or help pay for a subscription service that lets you play online. I get all of that, but like something about Season as a format that came around in like, I don't know, the mid-2010s somewhere. I don't know when it actually started for real, but the season-based format of games as a service, like, it just feels so bluntly like they're selling stuff to you. Like, you are... Because it's not... Like, the obvious premise is that you're treating it the same way you do TV shows. You're going to enjoy Season 1 until Season 2 comes out, and then you're going to jump on Season 2. You can enjoy that till Season 3 comes out. I get it, but... something about the way that operates for games just, I don't know, it is so much more soulless when the idea is like, hey, we're going to make this game and you're going to play it for 8 years because we're going to keep making about 25% of a new game each time, and that is going to sustain you for years and years and years.
75 years old today. To celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space,
all right,
all raced a 911 in some point at a game.
Oh,
Xbox
I'm sure.
has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut
what is
the
the
first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
What the fuck does this have to do with gaming, though? Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, so there's Forza Motorsport, but then there's the other, what the hell is the other, like, main, is it just F1? There's the other, like, major, major racing series. Oh, it is a Porsche Xbox. Okay. I thought it was just, like, in partnership with Microsoft. We're going to show you the new car. Can we see the other ones? That one up front looked a little...
And here it is, the Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale.
Honk, honk. That's all I can think here.
To win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional
I mean, you know what? Yeah, they're going to cost a fucking bajillion dollars. If you are like a racing fan, then I'm sure that has a certain appeal to you, but...
Cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game
Farm.
inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo
Yes,
Switch,
classics like Stardew Valley. That's old enough to be considered a classic.
Let's take a look at Fate Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azorius
Also, it's amusing that the licensing, I mentioned this earlier, the licensing complications of Harvest Moon versus Story of Seasons is just convoluted and not well known about by the general public, that they're not going to refer to it to either of them as a classic, even though original Harvest Moon, now Story of Seasons, and not current Harvest Moon is like the proto, it's the grandfather of the entire fucking genre. It's so sad what happened to that, honestly. And honestly, from what I've heard, the Harvest Moon brand is not being utilized very well at all. I'm kind of hoping that at some point, the folks who own Story of Seasons are able to buy back the name Harvest Moon. Because Story of Seasons is just, like, not a good name. It sounds like a Flash game. It sounds like a mobile app. It doesn't sound like a console series the same way Harvest Moon does.
Promised variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the
Yeah,
same
Farm
set,
Story is just
only
like,
at
come
Summer Game
on,
Fest.
guys.
Now,
Also, we
please
promised
welcome
variety.
Benbo,
It's like,
Chief
yo, dude,
Development Officer and
let's not
flannel
pretend like
enthusiast at Second
every
Theater, the
like
developer
every
behind the
single one of
popular
these
collectible
variety
card
streams is
game,
not included at
Marvel
least
Snap.
one, usually two farming simulators.
Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game
Oh,
Awards.
mobile
You won,
apps.
Best
More mobile apps.
Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing
Bokuja Monogatari.
features,
All
some of the
right.
wildest
Is
cards
Monogatari
ever
just
made,
story?
And some new game modes. Yeah.
Yep, new game.
Everyone's clearing their throat today.
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update.
He's gonna
ever.
bend his knees with
We have a new
every single
game
word
mode
he
coming
says.
Next week. It's Conquest
Or
mode.
tail,
It's a
okay.
great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards.
Because I'm familiar with,
You
what is
don't
it,
have to wait till next week. If you haven't
Motto Monogatari? Is like the Monogatari that I usually think of first. I don't know what motto means, but
That's you.
a telling. Oh, okay. So a story about,
Well, we heard you
essentially.
brought, something fun.
So farms, Farm Tale.
I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people,
Okay.
and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff.
What is happening right now?
Sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal...
Oh no, Prosy D. Sungwon, no.
Future turn. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1.
He's been doing a lot of this specific style of content lately.
I guess I will work.
Did a bunch of Codenames ones a little while back.
I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can...
This definitely...
Wait, let's see the next
This definitely does not have his usual flow to
Players
it.
cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No, you're just being...
Okay. So I was under the impression this video was going to show off a thing that meant that, like, the bad luck stuff was not going to be...
Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite
Okay.
Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game.
Oh,
for
good.
mobile and PC.
King Arthur.
Fantasy
That's
Squad
not an
RPG
that's not an ultra oversaturated piece of literary canon at all. Surely. Okay, you know what? I'll give them credit. This immediately is more interesting than about 95% of everything related to King Arthur I've ever seen. Oh, Smeorg. Mecha Smeorg. And Griever.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked. And you may prove worthy of your legacy.
Wayfinders.
Oh, good. I had an export running for like an hour and a half, and the hard drive disconnected itself. That's great. It's really cool trying to get the unpaused videos back on track when my hard drives don't play along.
You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were.
So World of Warcraft thing certainly feels like it. Oh no, it feels more like a... Fuck, I've seen this art style. What the hell is it? It's more like Fortnite in there. Yeah. Very popular games that I've heard of, for sure. Wayfinder. Okay. Become a founder. Oh, so that's how Elon Musk did it. Fuck. Whoop. Whoop. Unreal editor for Fortnite.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
You don't stand a chance.
Project under construction.
Okay.
What did you say, guys? One more game?
Probably not.
Scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavex.
Lego No Man's Sky. Oh no, the things from the Matrix. Space Trash Scavenger.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4.
Oh boy. Star Trek, there's an IP that's extremely healthy.
Hostile territory. And the crew is standing by.
Oh boy. You must create a base in 3D space using crafting mechanics to defeat us. They said the thing! Oh good, it's Risk. Great.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023.
Oh, hi.
Will Arnett here. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And
oh, there's a Twisted Metal series? Oh dear.
A sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun. Swung a little wide there. Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
I thought
I don't need four wheels to kick your ass.
I thought Sweet Tooth was usually a little skinnier and buffer.
Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
Now the question is, which of the sister ships are they fighting on right now? That was the weakest face slam I've ever seen. Come on.
All night long.
Let me see that thong.
Like it when the beat go? Baby, let your booty go. Girl, you want to show? The thong, the thong, thong, thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
But you said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Oh God.
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask. This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the Time Shift Warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Lisfunga? Do they mean like Les Funga? L-E-S? I mean, if it's coming from France. Oh, game over. We lost.
Goddess of time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power.
Oh no, Lisfunga. Okay.
And fight again alongside your past selves.
Oh, this is like that. Oh god, like 100 Clicker or whatever the fuck it was called. There was an old Flash game where you had to try to get through a kind of a maze of sorts. It was like a multi-level puzzle thing, and the idea was you had 30 seconds. But when you ran out, you would start over, and the actions your previous mouse would do would still happen, and that would keep happening every time you reset. So the idea would be that, like, oh, here's a button that has to be pushed 700 times, but you obviously can't do that in 30 seconds. But when you've got 8 or 9 mice all clicking on it, then you can do that. Lisfunga. Okay.
Onwards. I can feel that there are more.
Okie dokie.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Aveum. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting.
Oh, good, another FPS.
With magic. It also
Did
has
anyone
a
have
great
FPS on their bingo card?
led by Darren
If
Barnett
so,
as
you're in
main
luck.
character
We
Jack.
got an
Now,
FPS.
hey, Darren.
Hey guys.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
This is such
Oh, boy.
a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am
Oh,
playing
your
the main character,
spoilers.
Jack, as seen behind me, he's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash. He's
All
funny,
3
but
forms of
he's
magic, which are,
Well, it's the
you know,
gameplay, as
the
we've seen, is just
3.
so
There's 3 of them.
fast-paced. There's so
You
much
know them.
action
We don't have to go over it.
You know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story?
My
and
brain
sort of
would
how
try to
this
fill in like
battle mage
druidic,
Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage.
elemental.
kind of comes from nothing. He's I guess they call him
I
a
don't know what
street rat
fucking
is what he was.
third one would be. I
but
don't
he,
know.
During a time of intense trauma, he
Key,
summons
maybe?
the
I don't
power
know.
to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called
That is
Aveum,
pretty much
and
the
they're
exact
middle and
opposite of
evermore
what
fighting for
the
control of
Immortals
magic.
sounds like it means.
You have a great cast.
Arcane Divine and either Primal or Occult. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Really high
I feel like
production
Occult
value
would
game
fall
that's
similar to
coming out
Arcane.
this summer.
Primal makes sense,
We don't
though.
wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game.
Yeah.
This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most
The
badass
Everwar.
levels of
Oh,
a video game
good.
I've seen. We're battling on top of
These are terms that don't sound super tropey or dated at all.
moves around. It's wild. So let's take a look.
All right, let's
Oh,
take
boy.
a look at some brand new gameplay.
Let's take a look.
From Immortals of Aveum, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge.
Sandra X.
Everyone that can fight already is.
She's in an endless battle with Sandra O.
And we're still losing.
All right. Big Wobot. Oh, it's a divine beast, you guys.
What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
I feel like you'd want to be a lot more specific than north by northeast. That only gives you 16, like... Oh. Oh, well, that platform falls, you're just fucked. Like this, basically. All right. Or else what?
Got it. Gotta get to the control.
Okay. Oh, I feel like we just skipped a whole shitload there, right when the fucking magic was about to happen. Okay. I mean, what is the meaningful difference between this and just a gun, right? Okay, we got like a whip hookshot kind of deal.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
I want to fight this ever war forever. That doesn't sound torturous or horrible at all.
To manifest all three colors of magic.
All three colors of magic. We're going that basic with it. Okay. Also, they're referring to them in universe as just colors of magic.
We're only going to win this one together.
My God, he's mastered the art of purple magic. It's unheard of. Purple magicians were said to have died out 500 years ago. In the first days of the Everwar, back when it was just called the Current War.
This summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow, Chapter 4, Season 3 Wild.
Is it
launches.
now?
And today, Summer Game
They're up to
Fest
Chapter 4 at this point?
the
Christ almighty.
The island has collapsed, revealing a vast hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Oh, we're doing Transformers now? Okay. So is the planet going to be Unicron? Oh, this is going to be a crossover with Rise of the Beasts. AKA Beast Wars. Oh, those are the blue raptors from Jurassic World. Okay. Yeah, Cybertron is the main planet, but wasn't Earth Unicron in one of the Transformers things? Hi. Oh, it's Tiny. It's Optimus Jr. Regulus Prime. Okay.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys.
Wow, he sounded real excited about
time to
that.
get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What
Persona
you're about to
6.
see is a world premiere trailer that gives
GTA
us
6.
a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again. This
Elder
game
Scrolls
comes
7.
from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated
Dragon Quest 12 or 3?
The rumors were true.
Could be Persona 6 again? Yeah. Oh, hey, we're finally getting a thing for 7 again.
Which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, Search and rescue operations are already in progress.
It's convenient that all of the heroes' party is getting airlifted out. The unknown journey.
Wow.
Oh, they just airlifted out of Midgar.
It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it.
All right, there's
still going strong.
what was it, Red's Canyon
It may
area?
look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
What?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth.
Oh boy.
Shadows of the Mad, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Okay.
Well now, think we woke it up.
So are they?
Angered it, more like.
Are they gonna like wrap in the like almost Sephiroth ones from?
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new.
Okay.
But she's still a Turk.
Advent Children, perhaps in place of the like Husk ones from later in 7. Okay. Oh, I remember that area. Alright. I wonder if another major deviation here is going to be Aerith after actually fucking living.
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside you.
Oh, Genova?
Into the very depths of your soul. That she can become those you hate. Those you fear.
Did Yuffie wind up
you love.
running into Cloud during her, was it intergrade or whatever it was?
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
The cowboy hat really makes this scene work.
So, who is she?
Okay. On 2 discs, Christ almighty.
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer.
I think that I am going to call it there.
And again in December,
I thought this was going to be a much... for some reason, I thought I had seen a thing where this was going to end more like 3:45, not 4:45. So I am going to have to call it here. But some interesting stuff in there. A lot of, whatever. But obviously the thing that I, was most like, oh, holy hell about is Sonic Superstars getting a fucking, like, in and out really quick. Just going to boop. Oh, I thought that was going to fade out. I guess not. Yeah, okay. So, lots of stuff there, more than I was anticipating. And if you're into FPSs and gritty brown fantasy, there's a lot of games coming for you. I'm gonna call it here. I will be doing a reaction for the PlayStation showcase that just happened last week. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I know Spider-Man 2 is one of the big things there, along with the Xbox showcase on Sunday and then the Capcom showcase on Monday. So we'll see what they have in store. Thank you guys very much for hanging. Be curious to know what you guys are most interested in. Leave some stuff in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.